And welcome back. Well, I'm here right now with Mark Yehle, the meat manager at Bob and Kurt's Sentry Foods in Waukesha. Today we're tackling some steaks. I'm not going to tell you which one is his favorite. In a little bit, I'm going to tell you. Good to see you, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Let's talk a little bit about grilling season, because everybody wants to have the perfect grilled meat.
Absolutely.
Right? So you guys offer a wide variety of different meats with you.
Well, over here with our beef, we'll start with that one because I love beef more than the rest, but still. The bone-in ribeye.
Okay, I'm going to have you go kind of slow till we have some shots. And I was teasing you during the break. I used to work in a grocery store in the meat department, so I'm good at picking these out. Do we have a better shot from the top? So this one here is...
That is a bone-in ribeye steak.
Your bone-in ribeye. Yum. We know this. Filet, right?
Beef tenderloin filet, correct.
Yes.
That's a boneless ribeye.
Okay.
That is a Porterhouse Steak. T-bone behind
everybody knows the T-bone. And the trick to a T-bone, everybody knows, is both sides you have what and what. You have
your New York strip steak on the top and your beef tenderloin on the bottom.
That's why it's great when you get it in, you get a little of both. Okay,
Exactly.
And then what else do we have here?
We have a top sirloin steak, a beef flank steak.
A lot of people are afraid of the flank steak. It's very thin, looks a little stringy. Why do you like it?
If it's sliced properly after you cook it, it actually is very tender and flavorful. It's very good.
But do you have to cook it a little less timing?
You can cook it like a regular steak, medium rare.
Okay.
Yep, you don't want to overcook it, of course. Yeah.
All right. What else do you have?
New York strip steak.
Yum. Everybody, a lot of people's favorite.
This portion here.
Okay, good. So this is basically this cut off. All right. Over here, you've got some pork for us.
We have pork. Start off with our boneless ribeye wrapped in bacon, which is my favorite in the pork variety.
Do you guys serve it like that?
We do.
You can buy it with the bacon wrapped around?
You got it. Yep.
Yum. Okay, what else?
Boneless pork chop. Boneless pork sirloin. Southern style spare ribs.
Okay.
Boneless back ribs. Bone-in back ribs. And then we have our thick cut pork loin chop and thick cut pork rib chop.
Oh my gosh, this smells so good. You guys do kebabs pre-made, is that right?
Yep, shish kebabs. We have, again, we have a beef kebab, pork kebab, and a chicken kebab.
Look at all that good stuff. There's mushrooms, there's onions, bell peppers. So yummy there. You've got chickens that are all
We have two varieties of marinade that we use.
What's this one?
This is a Cajun marinade. Okay. A little spicy, and then we have our Italian marinade.
So yummy. And what's the steak?
That is a flat iron steak.
And that's your favorite?
That is my favorite steak.
You're grilling it up. So what do you use on a flat iron steak, and why do you like it? Because I feel like a lot of people, that's not their first choice.
Well, I like it because it's very, very juicy, very flavorful. It comes out of the shoulder, the chuck, which is actually a very flavorful piece of meat, but it's traditionally tough. So this piece of meat was, a segment of meat was actually taken out of it to make it more tender.
Okay.
So now it's very, very flavorful.
Yeah, because as you look, it also looks really lean. There's not as much fat throughout it. So
it is lean, but it does have a good amount of marbling in it if you actually look at it a little closer.
For the flavor.
Correct.
Okay, good. So take it off there. Tell me a little bit about how you seasoned this one up and how you like to serve it.
Well, I use the McCormick Grill Mates, which my favorite of that is the Montreal steak seasoning, the taller.
This one's great. I've totally used that before. Montreal is great on any meats. Okay.
And I just season it up and lay it on the grill.
Cut that bad boy open for us.
In about 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
You have a very flavorful piece of meat.
Oh, look at that. You said one of the keys to cutting some of these steaks is the angle. Is that right?
Correct. The flank steak more so because of the grain.
Okay.
The stringy grain.
Do you have to do that for the flat iron too?
You don't have to.
But it just looks that
fancier.
good.
Yeah, it looks fancy if you do it that way. Yeah.
So what else how else do you like to use it? Because this kind of became popular in the last couple years to really use a flat iron steak.
At restaurants, supper clubs. But I like to use it for fajitas or stir fry. Even beef stew or like a beef dip and gravy recipe it's good for all that stuff.
Yeah. Yep. You guys have a lot of side salads. You make your own potato chips.
Yeah, Bob and Kurt's Sentry signature items. We have a egg-cellent potato salad.
Yes, look at that.
It's exclusive to our store.
Totally
it's very rich in mayonnaise.
So this is a mayo one or a mustard? Isn't that how people pick them, between mayo and mustard?
Correct.
Okay.
Lots of eggs, and it's everyone's favorite at our store.
Oh, there's a reason that's a favorite.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
That is really good.
And then over there, next to that, we have our homemade potato chips, Bob and Kurt's Sentry signature item. It's fried in their house.
Look at these.
We have a dozen varieties, and it's a very thick cut potato.
Super thick.
Yeah, those are really good.
Oh my gosh. Do you put yours in ketchup?
Sometimes.
I do. I absolutely do. So this is a really great way for people to kind of set up their grilling. When people come in, do you walk them through, the different types of meat or what kind of meat would be best for their gathering?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I love to spend time with our customers and educate them. It's part of what we do at our store.
And find things that are cost effective for large groups too, right?
The flat iron itself is a very cost-effective piece of beef.
Well, look how big it is. How much would like a big piece like this generally
I
run?
actually cooked one for 5 people last night.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can fit about 5 people's meal out of this one piece of meat.
Or 1 person if you're like me. I could eat that myself.
All right, well, you guys are offering a great special right now. In fact, if you mention that you saw the flat iron steak here on the Morning Blend today with Mark, you can save $1 per pound on it at the Meadowbrook Sentry only. But you got to mention the Morning Blend, and you can get that $1 off per pound. Thanks so much for being here, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
So tasty. Got to get that potato salad, too.